it's Chrissy again, and today I am doing the I Love Spring book tag. It is the first book tag I have ever done, and I am doing it because 1, spring is way too quickly becoming summer, and 2, because when Jesse the Reader did this tag, he did the whole I tag you, and I decided to take that personally because I don't know anyone on BookTube really, and so this is the only chance I have of being tagged. Yay! So, I Love Spring book tag. The first question is, what is spring like where you are? Well, I live in Texas, where there's a common saying, and that is, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes, because it'll change. And that is very true, which is particularly true in spring and fall times of year. Yes, so yesterday it was 80 degrees and I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Today it is 40 degrees and I was wearing a jacket earlier. Yes, Texas weather. It is also raining now, which I don't like, though it's actually very spring-like still. I'm ready for summer. I'm ready for the warmth. Texas warmth. The second question is, what are your most anticipated spring releases? And for this, I'm going to go with the last book in the Mortal Instruments series, which is coming out in May, and that is City of Heavenly Fire, and the last book in the Selection series, which is also coming out in May, actually sooner in May, called The One by Kiera Cass. And the Mortal Instruments series is by Cassandra Clare. If you didn't know that, you should, because it's awesome. Go read them so that you can, go read them so you can read the last book when they come out. I think, do not hold me to these dates, but I think it's May 6th and May 27th. Do not hold me to that, but that's what I believe are the dates. Question number 3, show us a book cover that reminds you of spring. For a book cover that reminds me of spring, I have Alienated by Melissa Landers. Melissa Landers. I probably have books that are more springtimey than this one, but the colors are so vibrant, particularly on the earth half of this. Yeah. There's flowers. There are flowers. She is in a field. She's in a spring field. She is. So this book reminds me, or this cover reminds me of spring. The fourth question is, where are you going to read this spring? That depends. When I'm in law school here in my apartment, I read on my couch. I have a little way I arrange the pillows, lay back, read on the couch. But when I am home with my family, I live in a really, really small town and we have no neighbors. I live in the woods, literally, and my dad actually just recently put out this little hammock chair out on the deck, so I read there or on the couch or in my bed in my parents' house. But I really like to read on the deck, on the little porch swing, hammock porch swing, whatever. Question 5, find a book with the sun on it. I prepared for this because I've watched a few of these videos and I have none of the books that any of the people in those videos show. So I was a little worried I wouldn't find one. And honestly, I'm not sure I did. For a book with a sun on the cover, I have 3 books because I'm not sure if any of them are actually the sun or not. My best bet is Found by Margaret Peterson Haydix, and it's the first book in the Missing series. I recommend middle grade. Here you have a little circle there. Yeah, I think that is the sun, but it may be the moon. So I also have The Tempest by Julie Cross. And see up here, that may be the sun, or it may be lightning. It's one of the two. And lastly, I have Reincarnation by Suzanne Wine, something. And behind them, yeah, they're kissing, the light there, that may be the sun, or it may just be a light. Those are my attempts at a sun on the cover. I think one of those at least was a sun. I'm sure one of them were. And the 6th question is, what are your favorite spring reads? Now, a lot of people when I watch this talk about how they love contemporary books in the spring. To be honest, my tastes don't change on the season. It really doesn't. I actually went. So, my camera died. Yeah. So if the lighting or the angle or even the arrangement of books on my shelf is a little different than it was a second ago, that is why. Back to the tag. I was talking about what I like to read in spring. Basically, I like to read the same things. I don't really change my taste based on spring. I may want a little bit more romance, but really, no. I tend to go for darker books anyways, so the contemporary thing during spring doesn't really hit me. Not that I don't read some contemporary in spring, it just has nothing to do with it being spring. So, favorite spring reads? My favorite every time reads. So my favorite spring reads are any book I read normally. Yeah. And number 7 is find a book with a lot of different colors on it. Okay. My books are all dark. Where did all the color go? I should have prepared for this one. So for a book with a lot of different colors on it, like I mentioned earlier, I tend to like darker themed books, and when a book has a darker theme, it tends to not have pretty colors on the cover. So yeah, the best I got for you is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It really has a lot of colors on it, they're just darker colors. It has lots, see, it even has more. Yeah. I know, fail. I failed. The last part of the tag is who do you tag? I actually had a list of people I was going to tag originally. I forgot them with the whole camera thing. So I will try to think of someone to tag and put them in the doobly-doo. But until then, I tag you.